Yo, YouTube fams, what is good everyone? I'm your guy Rez, and I am back again with y'all on my channel for another video. Welcome back, guys and gals. So in this video today, I just want to do a recap and also share some pickups from a recent convention that I attended a few weeks ago known as Stocktoncon. This was the winter Stocktoncon version. If you guys don't know about the convention or have heard of it on my channel, that's because I did a vlog a few years back and it was a great experience. I love this convention. It's pretty cool. It's not as big as some other conventions out there, but it is a fairly decent con, and there's always some great guests that they bring. You know, they have winter and summer Stocktoncons of the year, so you know, 2 events in the year, and they're just great because there's different guests, different vendors, and just so many great things to do there. And this winter Stocktoncon that I attended was no different, man. Plenty of great guests that I got to meet, and I was able to complete some things in my collection, guys. I got some great stuff to share with y'all in this video today. But before I jump any further into the video, if this is your first time watching my videos, please consider giving this video a thumbs up, as well as subscribing to the channel and smash the bell icon. That way you don't miss any type of video or shenanigan or pickup post, whatever that I post here on the channel for you guys. All right, so let's jump into these pickups. So the first thing, guys, I'm a huge Street Fighter fan. I don't know if you can see behind me here, got some skate decks on my wall, and I do have some of my favorite Street Fighter characters up there. Ryu is my favorite Street Fighter character of all time, but you know, this right here is gonna be a blast from the past. And if you guys don't know what this is right here, this is a vintage VHS. Some of you guys probably don't even know what a VHS is, right? I totally understand. That's just putting my age out there. But I was able to get one of my favorite animated movies autographed by the voice actor who played my favorite Street Fighter character, Ryu. And let me see if I could get this out of the case, because there is a glare, so give me 1 second here while I try to take this off for you guys. All right, guys, here we go. Let me try to give you a better look at this here. Sorry for the glare, guys, it's my lighting. But this is the full-length feature of Street Fighter II, the animated movie. This is the unrated for mature audiences only edition. And yo, man, I got it signed. This is the VHS tape here. There's the side of that. And here's the back. Not gonna go into too much crazy detail with this, guys, but this movie came out in the 90s. I think this movie came out in 94 or 95, if I'm not mistaken. 94 from the back. So I was a kid when this movie came out, and I remember my brother bought this movie, and I was just like so ecstatic. I was like, yo, like they actually made a movie, an animated movie for Street Fighter. You know, if you grew up in the 90s, you know how important Street Fighter, the fighting game franchise, was for a lot of us gamers as kids, especially 80s and 90s babies, like I said. And this adaptation, this VHS, this animated movie right here, I think is the best version of telling the lore of the Street Fighter franchise. You know, you definitely got to watch it. There is the tape right here, super vintage. And just a bonus, guys, he actually did sign the back of this VHS tape, which is really cool. Didn't have to do that. He actually just took it upon himself and was like, here, so in case, you know, the case gets lost or whatever, you have some signature. So super cool, super stand-up dude. Thank you, Skip, man. Great conversations. And as a bonus as well, he actually threw in this free of charge. He had these, so really cool sticker of Ryu, man. Super dope. All right, guys, and the next pickup that I want to share with y'all is actually an art piece that I finally completed. I didn't pick up this art piece at Stocktoncon, but I did complete it while I was there, and it is of one of my favorite animes known as Samurai Champloo. Now, if you guys have not seen this anime, stop watching this video right now. Well, don't stop watching it, but watch Samurai Champloo as soon as you finish watching my video, because this anime will change your life. Well, I don't know if it'll change your life, but it'll definitely entertain you, I think. It's one of those animes where if you either like it or you don't like it. And I really liked this anime a lot. Growing up, you know, this anime is pretty old now, came out back in like 2005, and I remember they used to play it back on Adult Swim late at night, and I remember just every time I saw it, I just fell in love with it. Now, it's not a long anime, guys. It's not like there's season 1, season 2. It's not like that. It's literally one season. I think there's like 20 plus episodes, and you know, each episode is like probably almost an hour long. I don't remember, but you should watch it, guys. I'm telling you, this anime was ahead of its time, light years ahead of its time in my opinion. But anyways, guys, going back to this mural, these are of the 3 characters in the anime, and I was very fortunate to get these complete by getting all 3 English voice actors who dubbed Samurai Champloo in English on here. So for those of you who don't know who the actors are, we have Steve Bloom, legendary voice actor who voiced Mugen in this series. He also wrote Got Any Dumplings? I'm not gonna spoil it, guys, just watch the anime. And then next we have Kari Walgren, who voiced Fu. As you can see, her signature is right there. And then finally, this was the last signature that I needed to complete this poster. And this was Kirk Thornton's signature, who voiced the character Jean. Now, this piece, guys, I acquired each signature at different times in my life. And I think this poster I got back in like 2017 or 2018. I don't remember. It's been a while. I've had this poster for quite some time now. And I finally got it complete. I really did not know if I was gonna get this opportunity to get, you know, to complete this poster. And the reason why I say that is because all of the actors, they do different cons. And I know Kirk, he doesn't do that many conventions that I know of, let alone around my area. So, you know, when I found out that he was actually going to be doing a con in California, let alone, you know, near my neck of the woods, I was like, I have to go because I need to get this piece completed so I can display this proudly. And those are just some of the risks that you take when, I guess, getting stuff signed. You know, you want to complete it and you don't know if you'll be able to complete it sometimes. This was one of those posters where I took a chance because it was 3 signatures, but all 3 signatures, I didn't know. You know, I had to get them at different conventions, different times. And it took me like 7 years. It's 7 years in the making to finally complete this. But I'm glad that I was able to. By the way, guys, all 3 VAs were super nice when I met them. Had great conversations. They did some great stuff for me. Signed some great things. Said some quotes. Very friendly. And yeah, man, tip my hat off to Kirk because he's the most recent actor that I met out of these 3 characters that he voiced. And he was super down to earth, super cool. And we got a picture. You know, he kind of did like a little voice for me as the character Jean and other stuff. And yeah, man, he finally completed this, man. And this anime, like I said, it's just so dope, man. Everything from the animation to the storyline to the music, it's just like everything wrapped up in one. And it's not a very long series, guys. If you guys are like, well, I don't really have that much time to watch like 4 or 5 seasons. This, guys, is just one season. And I think there's like 20 plus episodes. They're not that long either, guys. So definitely, if you have some downtime, maybe watch an episode or 2 a day. And I'm telling you guys, let me know what you think. Because I really, this is like one of my favorite animes for a reason. So finally glad to have this. I'm definitely going to display this somewhere here. One thing though about this poster, I forgot the name of the artist who did this. His signature is here, but I don't know the name. I don't know if you could see it. It's very faint and the signature is blended with the print. So I don't know the name of the artist. I remember when I bought this poster, he literally had none left. This was actually a display that he had on at his booth. And I was like, are you selling this? Because I really want that print. And he was like, I mean, I could, but you know, it's not perfect. It's got creases. It's got some like folds and everything. And I didn't know, like, I was like, well, can I order it online? He was like, yeah, well, I'm not, you know, I don't know when I'm gonna make more, but it's not gonna be for a while. So I was like, well, would you just sell me like, you know, this print that you have on your display? And he did. He discounted me. And yeah, you know, I was able to get the last one literally hanging off his booth. So I don't know the name of the artist. If you guys do, please let me know and please tag them because I would love to show the artist this completed piece as well. All right, guys, and I have one more thing that I want to share with y'all. It's a really great experience that I was able to do very quickly, but as you can see, this is me in the middle here taking a picture with the legendary women known as Trish Stratus and Lita, aka Team Bestie. If you guys watch pro wrestling in the 90s, you probably heard of their names, you know, with the Team Extreme, with Lita and the Hardy Boys, and of course TNA, Trish, you know, with Tess, rest in peace, and Prince Albert. Yo, like, I grew up a wrestling head in the 90s, and these two women were around. And even when during the 2000s and the Ruthless Aggression era, these two women were still around as well. So those are my favorite eras of wrestling. And to meet these two women who really paved the way for a lot of women in pro wrestling today, you know, these women are like some OG baddies right here. The experience was really quick. I just took a photo with them, literally shook their hand, got in posing position, took the photo. They printed out the photo in like less than half an hour for me to take. So unfortunately, I was not able to get them to sign anything. I really was hoping that I could have them sign this photo, both of them, and personalize it to me. That's kind of my thing. When I do photo ops with celebrities, I try to get them to sign the photo and make it out to me, just because it has more sentimental value. But because of the time constraints, and also the fact that they were only accepting cash payments, didn't really like give me a convenience, because I didn't bring enough cash for them to, you know, sign this photo for me. And unfortunately, like I said, you know, I was on a time crunch. They had an ATM machine, but for some reason the machine wasn't really working, and it was close to closing time, so was not able to get them to sign this. However, the picture alone and the experience to meet these two wonderful ladies was, you know, definitely cannot complain. So I hope in the near future, if I do meet Lita or Trish on separate occasions, I could have them sign this, because that's one of my things that I want to do with this photo right here. All right, guys, and that pretty much sums up my winter 2024 Stocktoncon pickups and experience, guys. Just some final thoughts about it. Again, Stocktoncon is a very it's a smaller con, but it's really nice. Like, they have a lot of stuff there to offer, and you know, Artist Alley, a lot of vendors, celebrities, voice actors, all that stuff. You know, they're pretty on top of their guest list. I think they try to have different variety guests. They have a lot of wrestling guests, which is probably why I'm a little biased, guys, because I like pro wrestling, especially WWE and the WWF era and stuff like that. So that's probably why I have a great time going there. But also, guys, like, if you're trying to get into cons without getting like too heavily involved in like the big mega cons like San Diego Comic-Con, you know, just to name a few, or New York Comic-Con, I think Stocktoncon's a good con to kind of start off, because it's definitely grown throughout the years, but it's still pretty small for you to be able to enjoy and explore everything. I think you can definitely explore it in a day. You know what I'm saying? That's how small the con is, or just to kind of put it in a comparison, as opposed to like a mega con like San Diego, where you would not have enough time to do it in a day for sure. But yeah, I always have a great time, you know, from off the top of my head when I go to a Stocktoncon. This is not my first one. I've been to a couple already, and every time I go, I seem to have a great time and great experience. So recommend it if you're in the Stockton area and you want to visit it, or if you're in Northern California, or if you're visiting and you're in the area. I highly recommend going to one of them. They have two every year. They have the winter and the summer Stocktoncon. So yeah, it's really cool. But anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap up my video today. I hope you enjoyed this video. On that note, guys, I'm gonna head on out of here. Thank you again for watching this video, and until then, your boy Rez will catch you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.